Liar, liar, pants for hire.
Why you always lying?
Well, you always
He's
lying.
lying. Oh my God. Stop lying. Why can't he stop lying, bro?
No.
On to what I am. Pretending I'm a super. It's true, though. It's true. And
I actually agree with you.
Huh?
I agree with you.
Exactly. It's not. Wait, did you agree with me?
Hey. Breeze past it. Nothing happened.
Very well.
How many people do you know can survive a huge hammer being bashed on their head?
Bugs Bunny.
So
Don't boo me, I'm right.
What in the Rick Boo is this? I have literal powers.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yo, what is going on? This is Unbound and welcome again. I am, as always, Mr. Truteller.
All right, well, he's gone. In defense of Cowboy Bebop, by the way.
It was good, though.
Okay, I'm good. I was really about to get started because you froze, and I was about to introduce myself and then jump right into it.
Froze on me again? Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. So everybody stand by for a potential Cowboy Bebop rant coming your way. And it's coming at some point.
Yeah, I know, man. It'll come. It'll be a point in this episode where Isaac is going to get in his rant. I can already feel it. I've tried everything I could, and
he tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. That's such a great song, by the way.
And
so what?
I've done all I can, so all I'm gonna do is stand. All right, let's get into some wrestling, though. We started off Saturday with some VCW.
Yes, Vanguard Championship Wrestling. And I don't know what I was waiting for. I don't know why it took me so long to go to a show. But you best believe I had a great time.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back for the next show in January, too.
Absolutely. Man, maybe even go to that roast battle they were talking about. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe want to go to that roast battle they were talking about having. That sounds like a lot of fun. With what's his name? 440, I think his name is. Okay. Well, anyway, in defense of the live action. Oh, okay, there you go.
It's gonna come.
Yeah.
But Taylor X was definitely one of the early highlights.
Yes.
Taylor X.
Logan.
LaRoe. What is that LaRoe dude name? LaRoe. Papa Don really had the crowd going.
Papa Don, yes. Papa Don was he was great. He was probably my favorite thing on the whole show. Yes, even more than Christopher Daniels. That dude was in there. Like the way he would count 3, they would be like 2, 3, 2.
I hope they put that on YouTube, though. Just because that's so funny.
I hope so too. It was a great time. Great time. Taylor X was good.
Dirty Money. Dirty Money was really good too.
Yeah.
Going against Brandon Scott.
Yep. Shout out to all those guys. Shout out to Phil. Phil Brown.
Phil Brown.
Yeah. Looking forward to see more from him.
He's good.
Also Isaiah Frazier.
Isaiah Frazier. That 6-man match was really good too.
Yeah.
Isaiah Frazier was dope. Good to see Birth of a Nation dude. I can't think of his name
Desmond King
right now.
called this man Birth of a Nation, dude. That's foul.
I can't think of it. Desmond King. There it is.
Yeah, I had a picture with him. He's a cool dude. But for real, honestly, shout out to everybody in that show. They really put out in that show. No injuries, although we did have a bit of a scare after that scramble because we thought what's his name was hurt backstage. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, but shout out, no injuries, no botches. Great work
very clean night.
Very clean. Great crowd work, all of it. Oh, also the refs are basically all Rick Knox.
The ref, it was one ref.
Was it? It was like two different refs.
No, it was the same. It was the same old DDP looking dude.
No, it wasn't. I could have sworn I saw another ref. Maybe I wasn't again Jutsu, but I thought I saw another ref. Was there not another ref?
Nope, that was him. It was him all along.
Huh. Well, he was Rick Knox because that man wasn't seeing nothing. His eyes were decorated for the whole night. That man's eyes were just for decoration. Seriously.
I have one thing to say to that ref.
You are stupid. 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 And don't forget, you are stupid.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. I mean,
no, I'm figuring things out with this now. Now, if I can get the connection to work right, we'll be hitting the ground running.
Wow, I did not see that coming. But yeah, his refereeing was not it. It was not it. It was not it. But yeah, they all put out though. Everybody put out. We also had a potential, what I thought might have been a turn right there between the Golden Pinky Society, but we didn't get it. We didn't get it. Although you could kind of see it there, something,
Yeah.
So, but shout out to Black Wall Street for becoming the new VCW Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ken Dixon for retaining his title. And shout out to Papa Don, who, he deserved to win that to keep. Yeah,
I'm waiting. I'm looking forward to seeing him again.
Yeah.
Christopher Daniels was great too.
Yeah, very good. It's great to see the BME in person. It looks really clean. So, yeah. I think one of my favorite parts was definitely Christopher Daniels asking me if I wanted to buy his shirt instead of my Killer Cross shirt that I had on. So that was fun. That was pretty fun. Yeah, it was a good time. Really good time. Everybody was cool. All that.
I definitely plan on buying some merch next time we go.
Yeah. Also, the belts were clean. For real. Those are some good titles.
What's your thoughts on dream matches?
All right. A dream match for me, it has to, first of all, the match has to be good. When it happens, it's got to be good. Second, you got to, you don't necessarily need to tell a story, but at the basis story, tell me just tell me who's better. You know what I mean? That's the story for me when it comes to a dream match. Like, who's the better person? Like, for example, Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson. They had that match and it was good. I don't care what anybody says. That match was good. Why was it good? Is because you had two of the best wrestlers right now, going at it head to head. And the whole thing was just, okay, who is better? Because Kenny Omega at the time was AEW World Champion and was in his bag. Like, he couldn't have a bad match. Now, not all of his matches were great, but he wasn't really having a lot of bad matches. All of his matches were what's the word I'm looking for? They didn't necessarily mean something, but they were. There's a word I'm looking for and I can't think of it. And I hate that I can't think of it. Anyway, there's that. And then Danielson was coming in just to show everybody, hey, I'm still the best wrestler ever. You know, Kenny was like, I'm the best wrestler right now. Danielson's like, I'm the best wrestler ever. So you put them in the same ring together and say, okay, well, somebody's got to be right. You know, that's the baseline when it comes to dream matches. Some dream matches don't need to be oversaturated, you know? And I think that's a problem we encounter. We oversaturate dream matches, you know? But which is why I really love Japan's approach to dream matches. Like the Kenny Omega Bryan Danielson match really took a Japanese pro wrestling style to it. You just had one guy come out and challenge the other guy. The other guy said yes, and now they're having a match, and it's amazing. I mean, that's how it's always been done over there, which is why I really applaud it. You know, it's not, you don't have to have this 3-week build, or like you don't have to have this month-long build of stories, you know, where they're fighting each other's stablemates or whatever, or attacking people. No, they just go out there. Maybe they build through tag matches, and then they get out there and they have their match. You know, whatever. That's why I love it. It's honestly why I kind of like tournament wrestling, because some of the G1 Climax tournament matches or dream matches. You know, what would happen if Kota Ibushi, you know, the man who, you know, who could be an ace, faces the ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling? And we got that answer in 2018. And what happened? We got a 35-minute glorious banger that broke my heart because Kota Ibushi didn't win. You know, that's what happened. You know, we got another dream match. And, you know, what happens if Kenny Omega, the guy who's like finally becomes heavyweight, turns heavyweight, goes like on this huge run in 2016 where he's, you know, wins the IC title, wins the G1 in his first try. Then he faces Kazuchika Okada, who's seemingly unstoppable for a year. Actually, well, not for a year, for like 6 months, because after winning the title in Dominion, then all of a sudden he goes and they have a match at Wrestle Kingdom. They meet at Wrestle Kingdom. What happens? They go 46 minutes. And it's glorious. You know? Basically, dream matches are good when they're done right. I say all that to say that. Dream matches are good when they're done right. You don't need a lot for dream matches.
I brought this up because I was listening to the Jobber Tears podcast, and they were talking about how it seems like the focus has kind of deviated from being more about trying to appease the crowd with their dream matches. Now, dream matches, I think, is the new cheap pop in a way. It gets the pop, but a lot of times it kind of doesn't really carry over past the pop. I think of AJ and Finn. Now, unfortunately,
the one in where was it? TLC?
I think so.
Yeah, it was at TLC because we
had measles, so it kind of was an emergency situation that they needed to have for.
Match was still good though.
Oh yeah, match was still good, but I really believe if you gave that a meaningful story, and this is where I think I kind of need more from not.
Anyway, in defense of Cowboy Bebop, so
the
live action dropped on Netflix.
I need this off my net. You got me on Netflix. I need this from all wrestling companies that are definitely televised. I need more story-driven matches that are being developed on TV.
However, I agree. on TV. Now, some companies don't necessarily need that, i.e., your PWGs, your GCWs.
Your indie companies can get away with it though.
They do, and they do.
But they're not really. It's not a week by week thing.
They get away with it phenomenally because when they do have those matches, for example, they had Jonathan Gresham versus Lee Moriarty at PWG recently, and it was good. Actually, it was back in September, but still good. They also recently had Jonathan Gresham versus Daniel Garcia at PWG. How do you think that went?
Oh, it went great. But you got to remember who you're appealing to. Your PWGs and your GCWs and Beyond Wrestling. They don't have the.
He's probably going to say platform, but he's right. Like, for example, guess what? Another potential dream match is coming up on next week. AJ Gray, Jonathan Gresham.
I saw that.
It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
And again, they can get away with it because their audience is more in tune. That's the thing that I noticed at VCW.
I've got to get this ran in at some point.
We went to 3 wrestling shows.
Okay. Go ahead.
We went to 3 wrestling shows in the course of 1 month.
We really did, though.
What was the most intimate atmosphere that we went to?
VCW.
Exactly.
Now, don't get us wrong. The AEW crowd was hot, but it wasn't intimate.
I mean, all 3 crowds were hot. We were not at any dead show.
No, not absolutely not. Like, that's why I think Pat McAfee and Tony Khan both said it at their respective shows. This is like they were admiring how hot we were the whole time.
Yeah.
You know? Like, even so much so that Tony apparently loved the crowd so much he would come out there at breaks and like get us back into it. You know, like we were dying. I was like, dog, we ain't dying. Although that did pop me every time we did it.
Right. So that's just my thing with that. I think that a lot of times we kind of get lost in the just, I want Kevin Steen versus Hangman Page. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool, but why is it gonna happen? What's going to lead up to it? I'd rather you give me a why and then let me invest in your why than just saying, hey, here's a match between Hangman Page and Kevin Steen.
Well, here's another place that kind of gets away with it, Japan.
But then again, you got to remember Japan there's stories in their wrestling.
Yeah.
And they can get away with it because of their culture.
I know, but I'm saying but still, when you think, like I was just saying, I don't know if you could hear how much you heard of what I was saying, but that's how you get dream matches. You know, you get them through you have various outlets to get there, mostly tournaments. Like I said, with the tournaments, they have the Best of Super Juniors, Tag League, you know, the G1 Climax and New Japan Cup. You get stories out of that. You know, the beauty of the G1 final, by the way. The Best Super Juniors final and Tag League final are this Sunday, and I have no idea who's going to win. I'm pretty sure Show might win. It's probably going to be Show and Hiromu. Hiromu's going to get in there, and Show's probably going to win it, if I had to guess.
Takahashi healthy again?
Huh?
Takahashi's back being healthy?
Yeah. He's back healthy, and he's wearing shorts. Well, they're not shorts. They're like the how do I describe these? They're
similar to what Buddy was wearing?
No. You know what? Actually,
Paul London and is it the Paul London stuff?
No, kind of like what Juice wears.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like those. Although they come up to the knees and stuff. Well, yeah, it's exactly what Juice wears, basically.
So they're like tight.
More colorful.
So they're tights, or?
Yeah, they're tights.
Okay, so similar to like a manga type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, the more style is definitely the style that's more Juice. It's more Juice.
Okay.
Because he still has the belt. You know what I mean? You can still see the belt on there. So Juice.
I think Kofi did that for a hot minute.
Well, yeah, when he was at the New Day, yeah. Well, Like when he was with the New Day. Like he left the New Day. I said that like he left the New Day. Like what? But yeah.
Let me throw this bad boy up real quick because this was quite interesting when I saw this. So WWE has launched their NIL program, which I guess they're calling it Next in Line. So I'm gonna read this. WWE today announced the launch of a groundbreaking NIL named Image and Likeness program that will provide a clear pathway from collegiate athletics to WWE. Following a historic new policy by the NCAA, effective on July 1st, 2021, which has already happened, which ushered in the NIL era, allowing college athletes the ability to monetize their name, image, and likeness.
WWE has constructed a comprehensive program
has
to
constructed
develop.
next.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, read it. Go ahead, read it. Since your connection is better.
Dubbed Next in Line, the NIL program aims to enhance the talent development process through collaborative partnerships with college athletes from diverse athletic backgrounds, i.e., your gymnasts, your Greco-Roman wrestlers, your football players, your whoever, your rugby players, whoever. The WWE NIL program has the potential to be transformational to our business, said Paul Levesque, WWE Executive Vice President, Global Talent Strategy and Development. By creating partnerships with elite athletes at all levels across a wide variety of college sports, we will dramatically expand our pool of talent and create a system that readies NCAA competitors for WWE once their collegiate careers come to a close. And then I imagine, so you can see that it says, then at the bottom it says, in September, WWE announced its first NIL deal with heavyweight freestyle wrestler Gable Stevenson, who captured a gold medal at the Tokyo Olympics. The agreement allowed Stevenson to return to the University of Minnesota for his senior season, where he's defending his NCAA national championship while beginning his superstar training with the WWE. Upon completion of this program, like I said, upon completion of the program, they can potentially earn a contract with the company.
I think this is great.
I do too. I just don't see anything wrong with it. For me, it's a lot of potential to see if you want to be a pro wrestler and you love pro wrestling. Hey, this is the way to get it. Which create a lot more originality. Honestly, this is going to create a lot more originality for them because you have a lot of people coming from fresh off the street, which is good. But it's good. But and it also what it also does, it's going to cause a lot of other companies to, I don't want to say necessarily step their game up, but it's not like, and I say that step their game up because I say like they're not going to be around when they're always going to be around, so it definitely gives WWE a way to be original,
This is great, not only for that reason, but think of the names that are in WWE now that were student athletes.
Bianca Belair, Roman, Big E,
Omos.
Yeah.
Baker.
Chad Gable.
Gable Stevenson, his brothers, who's also in WWE now. So you got both Stevenson brothers.
Yeah, you got a lot of people in there who.
There you got the. So you got the Creed brothers and Diamond who are both wrestlers.
Yeah. So
this is great because now they're seeing where they can get more of these stars that they already have wanted for years, and now these bigger guys are much more athletic than the times of 2002. So it's going to be a lot easier to mold them into what WWE wants. And I know everybody's saying, "Oh, they wrestle the same style," which is not necessarily true.
You're gonna have some people who can do things other people can't.
Style.
Right. You're gonna have some people. Who knows? Maybe maybe they won't need to try and get Will Ospreay. Not that he would come to WWE anyway, but we ain't talking about that right now. Like, maybe you'll get that guy who can move like Ospreay does. You know, maybe you'll get that guy who's got power like Brian Cage and athleticism like Brian Cage. You know, maybe if you allow the style, maybe you'll get that Kenny Omega.
They already had their version of DK Metcalf.
Exactly.
Trick Williams.
Yeah, let Brennan, let them do.
Can we just appreciate the black talent that NXT has?
It's a lot. We can
presented to us, and then Draco Anthony is about to make his debut. Well, he's already been on 205, so there's that.
I'm just over here celebrating Minoru Suzuki being inducted into the. He's going to team up with Maki Ito at the upcoming DDT show, which should be a lot of fun. Also, speaking of Will Ospreay, so what?
Yeah, I said just big money move by WWE. So
very big, very big. It's, like I said, speaking of Will Ospreay, he's got a title defense coming up in January. It's him versus the OJMO. I don't know how to say his actual name, but yeah, I think I know he's the current Rev Pro Cruiserweight champion, and the undisputed British Heavyweight Championship is on the line. And the last time the undisputed British Heavyweight title was on the line, it was good. I'm just gonna say that it was good. I don't know if you saw it, right? Have you seen it? It was Ospreay versus Ricky Knight Jr., who is Paige's nephew. Who he and Ospreay they had a war. I'm just gonna say it like that. It was great, very good. So yeah. What's next? Transition.
All right, I got you. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull this up. I think
I know where we're going.
Enough from the clown.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought. I'm not surprised. I knew that's exactly where we were going. I think I knew exactly where we were going. I know where we're going. But yeah, like what? I don't get it. Like how do you? Why are you lying? Like what? I don't get it. Like what? Look, all right. Look, I'm gonna be real. I'm tired of COVID too. I am. I really am. But why are we lying about being vaccinated?
Crazy thing is, he's actually vaccinated now for real.
So what was the point?
So from what I heard is basically he turned in the Fugazi.
What?
And then
like why did he lie? What is? Look, it is baffling to me. Why are we lying about this? Why are there people lying about this? I get it. You don't want to get the shot, but why you got? Just say you don't want to get it. You don't. Look, it's like Biggie. It's like Biggie's theme says. We all want to go big. You know how it says we all want to go big. Then say that. Say if you don't want to get vaccinated, then say that. Just for real. Just say that. We're gonna look at you funny, but like we're gonna be like, all right. I mean, I'm not. It'll be whatever to us, you know. I mean, I'm gonna be like, whatever, but you don't need to lie. Like,
so my issue is this because I went on TikTok and I saw T Nathan, and I knew it's how it was when I saw T Nathan. So he brought up that whole situation, and then brought up Aaron Rodgers. I was like, it's not the same situation.
It's not.
Aaron Rodgers lied to media. AB lied to the league. They're not on even patterns, my guy. And even if they were even, I know what the next narrative is gonna be. Well, he's black, so he's gonna get more time. I bet you right now, if it were Kyler Murray, he'd be getting the same punishment as Aaron Rodgers. It has nothing. This has nothing to do with being black. This has to do with who you are on the team. AB is a receiver. They got 3 good ones already.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
Miko Kowski.
They got a caveman out there.
No, Chisel Downs be killing me. I gotta finish the Sunday games. I fell asleep last night.
But like, I don't see the. Regardless of who you're lying to, it doesn't make any sense that you need to lie about this.
Oh.
For real. It really doesn't. I mean, I'm talking about like anybody listening to this or watching this or whatever. I honestly don't see the point of why you need to lie about this. For real. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. If you want to get it, get it. But lying about it just makes you look if anything, we're gonna look at you funny for lying about it versus you not getting it. Honestly,
no,
I'm looking at you.
We'll be talking about this.
I mean,
if you were not vaccinated, you have no intention of getting it.
You said what?
I said, do you know how many athletes are not getting it and saying they're not going to get it, and we're not talking about them?
Oh yeah, no, there's plenty.
Jonathan Isaac on this episode, on this podcast.
There's plenty. Like, I know Cole Beasley said before the season started he wasn't going to get it, and he played yesterday.
That again. Cool.
Yeah. Like I said, just
not bothering me.
I know it's not bothering me either. I'm just saying I'm gonna look at you funny if you don't get it and lie. I'm gonna look at you funny if you lie about it. Put it that way.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna look at you funny if you're lying about it because there's no point. There's no reason to lie about it.
Exactly.
You're doing yourself a disservice by lying about it. Nobody else but yourself. Anyway.
Enough from the clown.
Anyway.
All right,
moving on. The Lions finally won. They finally won. Jared Goof is not so goofy anymore.
I need to reply on that.
Yeah. Shout out to Jared Goff for getting it done.
Jared Goof.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, he'll be Jared Goff until he eventually loses next week. So, but he's Jared Goff for now. But yeah, he won. Dramatic fashion too. Last second. Amon, what's his name? What's his name? Amon
St. Brown.
You don't mean to laugh, but it's funny.
Oh yeah, they're losing next week, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure they are. The son of a Hotep caught the game-winning pass.
They're playing the Cardinals.
Oh yeah, they gonna get waxed. But yeah, shout out to Amon-Ra St. Brown for catching the game-winning pass. Making all Hoteps look good.
All the Hoteps.
Shout out to the Hoteps.
Hoteps.
No, but he's good though. That was good. It's good for them.
By the way.
Yeah. Shout out to Taylor Heineke for being consistent. Like that guy's a problem. He's a problem.
Did you see the drunk game of Sunday?
I did not. The what game? Oh yeah, I didn't. I heard you guys pulled that out.
Oh, that was.
And yeah, that was a what?
It's a very drunk game. It was a very drunken game. Sobriety test.
I mean, somebody was drunk, but I thought they had that game won. I don't know what happened.
Everett tried to sail.
So it was one of those games. Well, y'all have been like that all year, so I mean.
Huh?
Y'all been like that all year, so I mean.
That is true. The Cowboys won.
Yes, we did. We beat the Saints. Taysom Hill is always going to be like, he has what he needs to get there. Boy.
So this is our picture so far. Any thoughts here?
I think the Bucks, I think Washington would beat the Bucks if they got if they played them. I really do. Because Taylor Heineke is definitely way more mature. And I think Ron Rivera is definitely going to coach that game better. I mean, think about it. What game? They held the ball for the entire fourth quarter and ended up setting up a game-winning drive.
Yeah, and they already beat the Bucks already this year.
You say what?
They beat the Bucks to really start their run.
Exactly. Like, so if they do that again, like, I can't believe it. I was watching that go down. Like, are they really methodically moving the ball down the field and like taking they're getting first downs when they need them. They're moving the ball effectively and then set it up in the end. I'm like, that's brilliant. If they can do that again, keep the ball out of Tom Brady's hands, which I think they will if they tighten up their defense, I think they'll be very good.
Yeah. The Patriots beat the Bills by throwing the ball 3 times all game.
Wait, was that was serious? That's it?
You thought I was joking?
No, I didn't know who it was for. I didn't know it was for that game. The Patriots.
Yeah.
The weather was that bad?
Here, you want to see Matt Jones' stats?
Yeah, let's see them.
2 for 3 for 19 yards.
Oh. I mean, hey, if it gets you the win, I mean. How was Matt Stafford look? Because I saw that and I saw the season ended, we play the Rams. Like, how would I mean, I know what they did to who were they playing? The Jaguars? Or they played some team and beat them 37-7. I mean, that's just. But then again, they also got Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. Let's look at next week.
I don't really fear Aaron Donald like before.
He's still elite.
No, I don't deny he's elite. I just don't.
Elite.
I still don't. I don't see him as much of a problem as before. You know, especially since he doesn't have Ndamukong Suh on there. That made it worse. But I also know we don't have a running game. So, well, with Tony Pollard, we kind of do, but you know,
y'all do have a running game. Y'all have Pollard.
Yeah.
And the Rams don't sleep in their running game.
Wait, they what?
I said don't sleep on the Rams running game, especially when.
No, that's what I'm saying. Plus, they got Cooper Kupp, who's still doing what he's doing. So, and Matt Stafford is, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
All right, so let's look at week 14. Lord have mercy, this week's going by quick. Thursday, Steelers Vikings.
Vikings.
I got the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings.
I don't think
the Vikings. Say again.
This seems to be Ben's last season.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh, at least.
I don't see him going anywhere else. I think he's going to retire.
Possibly. Especially how he's looking this year.
You know who's next?
I almost said a bad word for a second. Cowboys football team.
Cowboys. It's going to be a dogfight, though. I'm going to be watching it at my church. So, by the way, you'll be in church when that starts.
Yep.
We're having a watch party at my church for the game. Our men's ministry and congregational care ministry is putting it together. So our church is going to be divided for a Sunday. So was this something about a divided house can't stand? So yeah, our church is probably going to crumble.
Well,
so pray for us.
I'm going to go with the shirts.
Yeah, go with who?
I'm going to go with the shirts no sin.
Oh, you're going for Washington. Okay. All right. Yep. There's that. Who's
Falcons, Panthers.
I'm going Panthers.
Panthers, yeah. Jags, Titans.
The Titans are weird. Like, what is going on with the Titans? I want to go Jags here, but I can't. I don't know about Trevor Lawrence. He's not him, but it's the team, you know.
He's fine. The team around him isn't.
I'm gonna go Titans there.
Raiders,
Chiefs.
Even if Mahomes isn't playing really good this year.
Yeah, I noticed.
His defense.
Yeah, that's how they were able to beat us. Defense. So.
Just really carried him. That's something that you don't hear a lot. Ravens, Browns.
Ravens. The Browns haven't shown me anything for real.
I think they'll show me enough to win this game.
Fair enough.
Ooh. Yes, I'm going Browns.
All right.
Jets, Saints. I'm going Jets.
I'm going with the Jets too. We got 4 picks in that game against the Saints. You know, I thought they were going to run the ball more with Taysom Hill, and they didn't do it. I'm going with the Saints. I'm going with the Jets.
Only way I'll go Saints is if Kamara plays. If Kamara's not there, then it's definitely Jets for me.
Yeah, who you got?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who's next?
All right. Giants, Chargers.
Who?
Giants, Chargers.
Justin Herbert was in his bag on Sunday.
He's going to have to be.
He might be MVP. He's definitely making a strong case to be MVP. That's for sure.
Yeah. Lions, Broncos.
Lions. The Broncos were like they fell apart against the Chiefs. And I feel like Teddy Bridgewater is going to Teddy Bridgewater. Who knows? I believe in Jared Goff. You know,
I'm going Broncos. I'm going Broncos.
Yeah, I would stick with the Lions.
Niners and Bengals. I'm going Niners here.
The Bengals did not look good on Sunday. I'm going to go Niners here. Although I do think Joe Burrow is like slowly improving to what we saw in him in LSU. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll be there eventually. Maybe next year.
Just because how weird they play teams.
Yeah, they do play teams very weird.
Bills, Buccaneers.
I'm going with the Bills for obvious reasons.
I'm going Bucks. Oh, missed one game here. Oh, this is a 1 o'clock game. I forgot what I got to do it. Seattle, Texans.
If y'all don't beat the Texans, y'all need to just stop. For real. Y'all to beat the Texans, y'all might as well just end the season.
The season's over. What do you mean?
I mean, you know what I mean.
Tyrod's throwing 300 yards on it, so just don't be surprised.
I'm just saying, y'all need help. I don't know what y'all need, but y'all are weird this year.
We need Jesus, and we need to fire our staff.
Yeah.
And Jesus as well. Bears Packers on Sunday night.
Packers. Is Justin Fields still playing? Or is he still injured?
Who?
Justin Fields, is he injured?
I haven't heard. Was that why he hasn't been playing?
Yeah.
No, matter of fact, Packers regardless.
So he's not injured?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out. But I still go.
Well, his status is questionable.
There you go.
Yeah, he's questionable.
One. Cards, Rams.
Say again?
Cards, Rams.
Cardinals and Rams. Cardinals.
I agree there. There's one day. We done ran the book.
That's it?
That's the book. We done ran the book. That's it.
Who played? It's Monday is Cardinals and Rams. Cardinals and Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's get into this college football season.
Oh yeah.
So season's over. Regular season's over. Now we're in the postseason. And most of these bowl matchups look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Old Dominion's in a bowl. They play Tulsa in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. UCF plays Florida in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl, which I have no idea what that is. But the matchup, UCF and Florida, seems pretty good. Unfortunately, you're not seeing any of our teams in there. Army is in there, although Army always seems to make it.
They have a game Saturday as well.
Huh?
They play Saturday as well.
Yeah, they play the Army-Navy game on Saturday.
I'm watching.
The Army is 8-3, by the way, and Navy's 3-8. Look at some of these matchups. Oregon's going to play Oklahoma in the Alamo Bowl. That's a pretty good matchup. Tennessee, Purdue. Pitt's going to play Michigan State in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Wake Forest, Texas A&M in the Gator Bowl. And then on the 31st, so here's how the 31st looks. You have who's in the Rose Bowl? Utah and Ohio State are playing the Rose Bowl. Then Baylor, Ole Miss in the Sugar Bowl. Iowa, Kentucky, Citrus Bowl. Oklahoma State, Notre Dame in the Fiesta Bowl. And then Penn State, Arkansas in the Outback Bowl. Then in the 31st, you have Wake Forest, Texas A&M in the Gator Bowl. I already said that one. Washington State, Miami in the Sun Bowl. Central Michigan, Boise State in the Arizona Bowl. And then Cincinnati. These are the games we want to focus on. You have Cincinnati, Alabama in the Cotton Bowl. And then Georgia, Michigan in the Orange Bowl. So those top four, Cincinnati, Bama, and Cincinnati, Bama, Georgia, Michigan. I hate this, first of all. I hate it because it's just a gateway to Georgia, Bama, because that's what everybody wants to see. I also hate it because nobody's giving Cincinnati a chance. And I'm saying this on the show. I don't think Cincinnati's gonna become national champions, but I do think they will hurt somebody's feelings in the playoff. I don't know how many people believe this, but I believe Cincinnati can beat Alabama. Do you want to know why I believe that?
Why?
Because Alabama doesn't do well against diverse offenses. You know, they don't do well with a lot of. Well, they'll play contain. Don't get me wrong; they'll adapt. But why were they able to beat Georgia those last times they played them? Because Georgia has a very conventional offense. Their quarterback doesn't run a lot. They have athletic running backs, but which you get pressure on the quarterback, which you plug the holes for the running back, and then once you cover his wide receivers, what do you have? What does he have? Nothing. Because what's his name? Who was it? Jake Fromm? He wasn't running nowhere. Not when he needed to. He would either stand back there, take a sack, or not gain much. Or he hand out to the running backs, and running backs would get plugged up at the holes. With Cincinnati, I mean, you want watching part of that Cincinnati game. Desmond Ridder was all over the place. And then he had a running back who with some gas.
Yeah.
Or as one of my favorite radio hosts like to say, that running back can scoot. I know, it's really funny. But yeah, and then he's got wide receivers with hands. You know what I mean? That offense, now, granted, their defense may need to tighten some things up. But then again, they beat them, 35-13? So, let me see. They beat them 35-20. They held them to 20 points. So that means something. Also, shout out to Notre Dame for hiring a black head coach. Yeah, that's right. Let me see. Yeah. The new head coach of Notre Dame is Marcus Freeman.
Ooh.
Yep.
Nope.
I think I might be wrong, but I don't think it's anyway. My main thing, what are your thoughts? What do you think? So like I said, I'm sticking with that. I think Cincinnati is going to upset somebody. I really do. I believe they can get it done against Bama. I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm going to stick to my guns. I'll stick to my guns being wrong, but I think they can beat Bama. I think they have the tools to beat Bama, at least catch them off guard. Because Bama hasn't been Bama to everybody. They weren't it to LSU. They certainly weren't it to Auburn. But then again, that's a rivalry game, and people are giving them a pass for playing like that against Auburn because they won the game. And I'm like, y'all lucky that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm surprised they couldn't beat Auburn. They beat Auburn the way they did because it wasn't pretty. That I think a team like Cincinnati can take advantage of that. Speaking of which, let's look at some odds. See if we can look at some odds. If I can, let me see. No, that's not what I want.
I feel like Saban is in that position where. Why am I? Excuse me.
You say you think what?
I feel like Saban's.
You're gonna say he's in that. He's in the that Belichick stage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I can see that. I can understand that. I can understand that. But Belichick didn't win every Super Bowl he went to. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, John Moxley. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Happy birthday, ACHOL.
Nice.
ACH. Do you hear echo?
No. I want to see some odds. I want to see if they're even giving Cincinnati a shot. I don't think they are, but somebody has to. What's your prediction for the final game, by the way? I'm having Cincinnati, Michigan.
I want. Yeah, that's me, Michigan.
Yeah. Because we don't want to see Georgia. Nobody wants to see Georgia. We don't want to see Georgia, Alabama more times than we need to.
Yeah. I'm tired of the SEC dominating everything.
That too.
I think that's why everybody was really rooting for Cincinnati.
So, all right. So here's the pick. The over/under is 58 points. The over/under is 58 points. Alabama's allowed 20.2 points per game. These scores. Look at these scores for recently. The Bama's last 5 were Georgia 41-24, Auburn 24-22, Arkansas 42-35, New Mexico State 59-3, and LSU 20-14. Cincinnati's last 4: Houston 35-20, ECU 35-13, SMU 48-14, South Florida 45-28, and Tulsa 28-20. The over, like I said, the over/under is 58 points. Is 58. Alabama's favored, obviously, at 13.5. That's the spread. The spread is 13.5. So 14 points. So 2 touchdowns. That's the spread. Yeah. Pretty sure it's Bama by 75%, 79%.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. It's fair. I mean, Georgia is favored. The over/under for the Georgia-Michigan game is 43.5. Georgia's favored by 76%. They're favored by 8 points of an 8-point spread. So this is really weird. Michigan put up 42 points on 2 teams back to back, and they're not number 1.
Say what?
Michigan put up 42 points back to back. They put up 42 on Ohio State, and they put up 42 on Iowa in back-to-back games, and they're not number 1.
That defense is stupid nasty, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
I don't know how they're not number 1.
Yeah, they should be number 1. I think I told you that.
You did. Because you want Cincinnati, Michigan too, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like that for real. Like, how are they not number 1? The only reason they're number 1 is for 2 reasons. Bama's number 1 for 2 reasons. 1, because everybody has them playing Georgia again in the final. There's that. And then also because Bama beat Georgia. Which, by that logic, you know who should have been number 1 during the season? Texas A&M. Do you know why? Because Texas A&M beat Alabama when they were number 1, when Bama was number 1. So by the transitive property, Texas A&M should have been number 1. Even though at the time I think they were like 2 and 3 or whatever. By that logic, anyway. But yeah. What do we know?
Yeah, they're right. But I think my go-to, the team I really want to win it all is probably going to be Michigan.
Yeah.
Just so I can I really want to see Jim succeed.
Yes.
He got close to the Super Bowl, but his brother was just a better guy, just a better person. When it mattered the most.
That and Ray Lewis.
So yeah. Even though there were some
Also,
shady plays going on, but
yeah.
I'm happy that he did lose the Super Bowl as a 49er. So now I can cheer for him now as a Wolverine to get a championship.
Plus, on top of that, a major cap off on the season will be winning a national championship, especially after you beat Ohio State.
Yeah, and plus he's fulfilled all his promises.
Yes,
he came into the season with 2 promises: 1, beat Ohio State, check, and 2, win the Big Ten.
Which he did in amazing fashion. Like I said, 42 points in both games.
Convincing fashion, though.
Convincing.
Iowa had no chance.
Yeah. Which I kind of did think they had a little bit of a chance from what I was seeing them earlier, but then it all went downhill. But anyway, it went downhill for them when they played Purdue.
All I'm going to say is this. Whether it's the Lions or the Jaguars, they have a dilemma. I think we might see 2 DNs go 1 and 2 in this draft.
I think so too.
So you got
one of the linebackers from Oregon declared.
Thibodeau.
Yeah.
So he's definitely a great pass rusher. And then you got Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan, who's also a dog.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see those 2 going 1 and 2.
I mean, we could always use more dogs. We got Michael Parsons. We could always use more dogs at Dallas.
I think Jared Goff is a solid choice for your starting quarterback if you are the Lions. And then the Jaguars already have their quarterback of the future in
Trevor Lawrence.
Now, if they don't go defense here, maybe they go and try to get that O-line straight because that is a big issue.
Yeah.
Something they should have done last year, but they wanted to get ETN, who hasn't played a snap.
Injuries?
Yeah, he's out for the season.
ACL.
I think it was ACL.
Shame.
I don't want to go to Mexico no more. Who started that crap, bro?
I don't even know. I do know Drake withdrew his Grammy nominations, so now,
we're
now I
getting
think
closer to it, so we'll definitely be getting on that soon.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks we'll do our top. We'll do our wrestling awards. I kind of want to do more than just the top 10, so we're gonna do like a top 10, and then like I want to kind of do our own version of what the Observer does,
which is awards.
Yeah. So clearly, our match of the year is going to be our number 1 match. So that's taken care of. Brand
Which
of the
I
year.
still don't know. I mean, I have my list, but a lot of these matches could have the potential to be number 1.
Yeah, we'll get to a feud of the year.
I definitely think moment of the year is tied between Hangman's entrance at Fight for the Fallen and him winning the World Championship. Also, I think promo of the year has got to be Punk and JF, right?
I'm going to have to go back. It's been some... And this is the thing, because I know that I'm going to need more time, because I know I'm going to have to go into some... really go back and look. Because there's been some really great stuff going on, and I know a lot of people like to focus on the negative. I really want to take this time to really focus on what positive has happened throughout the wrestling world in 2021, which has done a lot. I know WWE has had some really bad things go on, but through all those bad things, they've had a lot of great moments. So AEW as well, in New Japan, Ring of Honor has had some really good stuff, even though they kind of Impact. Stop sleeping on Impact, bro.
Seriously. Wake up to Impact.
I understand that the numbers aren't as pretty as people want them to be.
Or some people just think it's dead.
Can we just stop? All right, let me do this.
All right, here, you take it.
I'm sick and tired of the ratings talk, bro. I'm so serious.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were about to jump in defensive Impact, but carry on.
No, I mean this is just in general, bro. every single time the ratings come out, Alvarez posts them. It's always the same group of people up in there doing their little stupid stuff. Oh, AEW in the mud. Oh, WWE in the mud. Ha ha, this, that, the third. We know that wrestling isn't as popular as it was 10, 20 years ago. And for the sake of ratings, everybody's looking, oh, well, WWE's lost over 5 million viewers over the last something odd years. First of all, that's not true. Second of all, you don't know how many people are truly watching WWE on a weekly basis. Because a lot of the people that are watching WWE are not watching the way that you watched 10 years ago via cable box. I don't use a cable box to watch Raw and NXT and AEW. I'm in my room right now on a Roku TV. Doesn't count as the ratings. Matter of fact, I don't know if it's official yet, but we just became a Nielsen home.
Oh, what?
A Nielsen home.
Oh.
So now, up until whenever they initially start adding us into that math, we weren't counted. If I was watching the cable box, it wouldn't have been counted. And that's the thing people don't understand. So they're looking at these numbers with Rampage, which, yes, I understand they have not looked pretty when you look at from jumping from a 1.1 to a 499. It doesn't matter. Did you enjoy it? Yes or no? If you did, cool. If you didn't, cool. People are so stuck on these numbers when it should be more on how you enjoyed it. How much did you enjoy it? If you enjoyed it, talk about the good about it. We are so stuck on negativity, especially in the internet wrestling community, that we forget to look at that. And I meant to say something on Twitter about it. I was like, are y'all finished talking about ratings yet? Because y'all sound like... When did wrestling fans start talking more about the ratings than what happened during the show? You think about the Monday Night Wars. How many times did ratings come into conversation talking about wrestling? When we first met, how many times did we talk about ratings?
I think we just talked about how DX messed with the McMahons.
We talked about what happened during the show.
Back when I actually still watched.
This is 2007, 2008, 2009. Never in any of our conversations. How was those ratings? And ratings were dropping year after year this time. But again, we didn't care about the ratings. We cared about what DX was doing the next week. We cared about what John Cena was doing the next week. How much we hated Edge.
Yeah, we did hate Edge. Oh my gosh, we hated Edge.
And now we got to this point where everybody wants to be a smart mark. I don't know how that's become such a great term to use for yourself, calling yourself a smart mark. I mean, I think the S there. I think the S is there for the S, but I don't think it's smart.
I think for me, what kind of turned the corner for me, definitely when I started watching, like I saw one take and I thought it was very true. Somebody said watching New Japan doesn't make you a smart wrestling fan, or doesn't make you doesn't make you better than anybody.
It makes you different.
At first, when I first saw New Japan and like really saw the intricacies of it, I was that way at first, but then I'm like, yo, what's the point? You know, I started finding, you know, because mind you, WWE was all I watched as far as American wrestling did. I wasn't watching Impact. I certainly wasn't watching GCW or none of stuff like that. I didn't know it existed, you know, and I didn't know how to find Ring of Honor.
You know what I compare it to?
What was that?
Growing up, you remember the Kraft mac and cheese?
Yeah.
I grew up eating Kraft mac and cheese all the time. Until I became an adult and I started working at a restaurant and then I started cooking mac and cheese. I mean, mac and cheese. You got that taste for it, and now you can't really see yourself getting back into the taste of Kraft mac and cheese. It just doesn't feel. It doesn't hit the same. Matter of fact, another thing. You remember breakfast pizzas at school?
Remember what?
Breakfast pizzas at school.
Vaguely.
They don't hit the same. I can tell you from experience. I had one a few weeks ago. They don't hit the same. And that's my point. So now that I mean, look, I understand that WWE isn't a product for everybody. I'm pretty sure the powers that be understand that. That's why they're looking at different avenues to continue to build their empire and keep the empire moving. Because they know that, and it's not that WWE is doing anything different. I think the thing is, WWE is doing the same things that they feel like has gotten them to where they are. And whether you like that or not, that is up to you. I think my issue comes in where people are talking about, they're having all these short matches. They've been having short matches forever. Go back and watch the Attitude Era. Show me how many matches.
I don't think time wise. I don't think I've ever thought about wrestling time wise until I saw
New Japan.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think
you kind of got spoiled by that.
I never thought about how. Even then, I wasn't thinking about time. But then, like Japan, not even just Japan, like Noah and All Japan, they will post match lengths after the matches. You know.
The only time I ever saw that was when I was playing Revenge.
Well, that and I figured certain matches were going long. Like for example, with Gargano and Ciampa, the first one. I figured it's like, yo, this is going on pretty long. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I googled it. I was like, yo, they went 37 minutes. You know?
I think that's the thing because you got to kind of find the right spot for it because. You saw me. We were. I forget what pay-per-view it was. And it was I want to say it was the Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks.
Yeah. All Out. That was All Out this year.
And I was like, all right, this is dragging.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is going on pretty long.
So certain matches do call for having long matches, and I know a lot of people complained about Orton and Edge at WrestleMania because they said it went long. I watched that match after I got off work on a Saturday. It was 11:30 when I got home, and I watched that match, and I didn't fall asleep on it. So I enjoyed it, and this is the thing I think we have to understand when it comes to wrestling. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Pro wrestling / sports entertainment is a buffet. Think about Golden Corral, even though I hate Golden Corral now because every time I go there, I have to rush back home. Certain people like to go get the roast beef, right? You may not like the roast beef. I may go for the roast beef. You may go for the fried chicken. I might think fried chicken's not good.
Ain't no way you think that, though.
Oh, no.
I know you use an example. I'm just being real. I was like, there ain't no way you're going to sit here and tell me you don't think fried chicken is good.
Oh, no. Shoot. I used to be almost 300 pounds. Shoot me, boy. But you get where I'm going.
I do, yes.
So it comes to that point where it's certain things that and this is how our friendship has gone for the last 15 plus years. We disagree on 95% of the stuff we talk about.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I know that you're a man and I'm a man, and we're just going to have different opinions on things, and we can still be cool with it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I hate this whole thing where people want to get mad, and then you got this whole war between the E-drones and the AEW sexuals. And I was like, oh my gosh, will y'all please shut up?
It's a plague that's descended.
The tribalism in the IWC is a cancer, dog.
Which here's the thing. Now, don't get me wrong. If anything, there's only one place there should be tribalism in pro wrestling. That's in the crowds. Let me explain. If you're the certain GCW crowds, for example. GCW crowds are going to expect a certain, like for example, with that thing when Matt Cardona won the world championship with Nick Gage. I know you weren't a huge fan of that.
I wasn't a huge fan of the reaction.
Yeah, the reaction.
I love the fact he won it.
I know, I did too, actually. The reaction to it. But the thing about it is like that is the tribalism you'll get at GCW. what do they do at GCW? They love Nick Gage and they hate Ricky Shane Page. My gosh, they hate that dude. No, they probably hate Atticus. Did you see what? Speaking of Atticus Kogar, did you see what he did to Jordan Oliver on Twitter?
No, but I'm gonna check it out.
So it should be on a clip. What he did was Jordan Oliver and Atticus Kogar had a match recently, and the pyro, the fiery pyro. It wasn't fire, but it was like the sparky pyro. Yeah. He put Jordan Oliver's face in it, and the pyro shot up in his face. They don't like this. He's fine. Jordan Oliver's fine. He's fine. But they're going to have a no ropes barbed wire match recently. At the next pay-per-view on the 17th, they're going to have a no ropes barbed wire match, Jordan Oliver and Atticus Kogar.
No, I just got so mad at myself right now.
Why?
You know what happened 2 years ago today?
What happened?
We interviewed Chisel Adonis. Dog, I'm so mad at myself.
I was initially mad.
So heated.
I was initially mad, but then I was like, we got to talk to him.
No, because I'm looking at my memories, and the first thing I see is I've never fumbled something so badly.
Oh my God! Did you?
I fumbled that worse than what's his name? What's the guy?
You fumbled that worse than Mark Sanchez.
I was gonna bring politics in, but I'll take that one. I was about to say I fumbled is worse than Herschel Walker's fumbling his campaign right now.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible. You're fumbling this worse. You're fumbling this worse than Derek Chauvin's attorney. You're fumbling this worse than Lauren Boebert handling her political career right now.
No, these politicians
I can keep going.
Suck, bro. I just want to say that.
I can keep going.
Look, this is the last thing we'll say political. Herschel Walker. If you want a chance to win in Georgia, you might want to go ahead and talk to King Randall.
Is he running for governor or Senate? Or Congress?
I want to say it's Congress.
If he's running for governor, I don't think anybody's going to be Stacey Abrams.
No, Stacey Abrams is running, but she's not running against Herschel.
No, but I'm saying I know that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if he was running for governor, I said nobody's beating Stacey Abrams.
The Republicans down there still haven't got the clue.
No.
I've been following Black conservatives, and they've been on the Republicans in Georgia, and they have yet to get the clue of how Stacey has been able to run that state. She has been running things and turning stuff blue over there. I'm like, and all y'all want to do is talk about her weight. Y'all stupid. And this is coming from a very centralist point of view.
They're fumbling this work. You fumbled that worse than Republicans are fumbling Georgia right now.
They are fumbling bad, dog.
Not as bad as you with that interview, though. See, now I'm mad at you again. No, man. And we have yet to get him back on the show.
He's running for Senate, by the way.
Wait, who?
Herschel.
Oh, I know. But I'm saying we need to get him back on the show because we need redemption. Well, you need redemption because I didn't delete the editing.
Hey, there's no fumbling this time.
So your hands won't be protected. You won't have butter.
The only fumble is going to happen, which is actually doing perfectly fine right now, and everything sounds right. I'm not having any internet connections for the last 20 minutes of the show.
Anyway, I'm going to go in this rant if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. So, as we all know, Anthony is an anime fan. You're an anime fan, right? So here's the thing. Netflix released the Cowboy Bebop live action recently, and it was good. However, I've seen some people that say it's bad, and to those people I say I don't think we're watching the same thing because first of all, it wasn't bad. There were no cringe moments, there were no cringe moments where I was actively like, I don't know if I want to watch this anymore. There's none of that. There was some parts that could have been better. The action was fine, was great. Special effects were fine. The writing could have been better. Honestly. Writing could have been better. Also, absolutely nailed character looks for everybody, including Ed at the end. I don't care. Oh, spoiler alert. Including Ed, Radical Ed. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody looks like they're exactly supposed to look like. And I don't care what you want to say about Faye, because a lot of people are like, well, Faye isn't dressed like Faye. Well, the actress said before the show started she didn't want to wear what Faye wears in the anime. And I'm like, all power to her. If she don't want to wear that, she wants to wear this, hey, it's fine. But you know what they did nail? They nailed the important things. They nailed the looks, they nailed the story, and they nailed the opening. Seriously, those are literally the only three things I cared about. You nailed the look, you nailed the story, and you nailed the opening. Well, the basic, the synopsis. You know, you didn't try and change the synopsis. Oh, we're gonna make Jet an FBI agent or something like that. No, Jet's a former cop. Faye is out of cryogenesis for 2 years after being on cryo sleep for however long. She's only been awake for 2 years. Spike is a former hitman for the Syndicate. Simple. Vicious could have been better. That's the one thing I said. You could have done Vicious, his attitude better. Well, less. You could have done Vicious better. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But everything else, nailed it. That's all. It was good. It was definitely good. Looking forward to The Witcher next. Also, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure dropped. Really good. But then again, of course it was. Also, Arcane. If you haven't watched Arcane, do yourself a favor. Watch it. It's a League of Legends show. It's really good. Yeah.
Anything else, dog?
The hip hop community and fashion community celebrated Virgil Abloh, his life at recently. I saw that today.
Oh, yeah. Prayers up to Nick Cannon as well. His son is today.
Yeah, but Drake, Tyler the Creator, Rihanna, ASAP Rocky, and Kanye were all in attendance for that. So, but yeah, big prayers up to Nick Cannon. I can't even imagine that, bro.
Dog, that's gotta suck, bro.
Yeah, can't even imagine that.
Oh, yeah, shout out to this person retweeting live on the Twitter bean.
Yeah, thanks for the retweet.
Wow, Aiden, it's criminal. It's criminal. What else is going on? I'm still waiting on some new music. Kendrick Lamar is holding on.
I saw Complex did a list of the top albums of the year. Call Me If You Get Lost was number 1, and number 2 was The Off Season, and 6 was Donda.
Let's do we'll do music on the that last week before 2022.
I recently listened to the Arcane. I've been watching Arcane on Netflix, and they released the soundtrack for it. On it is Pusha T is on it. Imagine Dragons and JID is on it with the song Enemy.
Oh yeah, I listened to that. JID needs to go ahead and drop that album too.
Yeah, Cordae. I saw Cordae release a song with Wayne called Sinister.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's been a quiet few weeks when it comes to hip hop. I've kind of been more of my R&B grind. I really haven't started listening to my criminal music yet either. I got to throw my Silent Night, my Boys to Men on. Hey, don't laugh at me.
No, it's just Novelist of Clear So Forces dropped his album a couple of weeks ago. That was really good.
I'll check that out. Let me see.
So, but other than that, I mean, that's all I have.
I'm going to hit the jaw off in a few minutes. You said novelist? How you spell that?
Novelist with 2 S's.
Oh, novelist. You said album?
Yeah, it's called something about balance.
I don't see nothing about the balance. I see Maverick Hunters. Ooh, Mega Ran?
Yeah, you did some Omega Ran too.
Oh shoot, let me check that out.
Should be recent too.
I don't see it on my Oh shoot, I ain't checked this album out yet. I got some Clearance World Forces to check out.
Wait, they dropped something new?
No, from last year. I just been asleep.
Yeah, Book of Changes. That's what it's called. Book of Changes.
Okay,
It's him and Dixon Hill. Him and Dixon Hill. That's what it's called.
Oh, I found it.
Yep, there you go.
Dixon Hill. Okay, I'll be checking that out.
Yeah,
I need some more. I need some more boom bappage in my life.
You do. We all need that in our lives. If you don't, you're lying to yourself. Just saying.
I think AJ and Omar's about to have their breakup.
Why is that?
After what happened one day, which Raw was really good, I have to say.
Samoa Joe.
It was definitely one of the better matches of the. Say it again.
Samoa Joe is trending.
Oh Lord, what happened? Kairi Sane's a free agent.
Yeah, no, that means she's open. She's probably going to do something. Open it up on Netflix. Not Netflix. Japan.
She'll probably go back to Stardom, and then you'll probably see her get some matches in AEW.
She probably had the best elbow I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean it's still not savage, but it's up there.
No, it's not savage, but it is up there.
Oh, he's just trending for reasons. Prayers up to Hardy as well, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, I saw he had to leave the show go home after the show. It's weird. Also, apparently Jimmy Fallon is going to be on a song with Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh Lord!
I know he was trending earlier. Let me see if I can find it.
It's time for the main event. Well, that's all I got, dog.
He's going to be in a song with Ariana Grande and Meg Thee Stallion called "It Was a Masked Christmas."
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Y'all can have that Meg Thee Stallion, or as Breon will say, Meg the Weeshnaw.
Free our boy, man.
Free Breon. Hopefully he'll be out. Hopefully he'll be free to jump back on in sometime in 2022.
By the way, JTG and the man formerly known as Fandango are tag teaming on NWA.
You said Dirty Dango is tag teaming with who?
JTG.
Oh, speaking of NWA, prayers up to Pope.
What happened to Pope?
Had a concussion at the show.
Ooh.
Who I got to see him wrestle in person. He was dope. He was at one of the VCW shows. Matter of fact, I think he went up against Ken Dixon. If I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me see. Elijah Burke.
By the way, Jonathan Taylor yeah. By the way, shout out to the kids in DC. Shout out to whatever group of teenagers in DC ran off the white supremacists who were trying to stage a protest there. there's video of them like running these guys into the back of trucks, like moving trucks so they could drive out. You know, not necessarily hitting them, but like one of them threw a punch, but they were like, you know, they basically like backed them into a corner and boxed them in, so they had to leave. Like, shout out to those kids.
Yeah, say no to white supremacy. Say no to racism. Say no to hatred. And always drink water. Don't forget to drink water. Always drink water. I tell the kids every day, drink water.
Oh, that's when that happened.
What's that?
At her 10th anniversary show, Marufuji fought Hikaru Shida when she had been wrestling for 10 years.
Oh.
Had a banger of a match, too.
Oh, Lord. I'll throw my shoes back on because I got to
Oh, Ruby Soho's going to fight Josh Alexander in an upcoming AAW Pro show.
I was really hoping what's his face would win Sunday night so we can get some intergender wrestling.
Who?
Gacy.
Well, who would he fight?
Strong.
No, I say intergender wrestling. Who would intergender wrestling with who?
Well, the Go Home show he had he was getting ready to do like a his what is it, inclusive? He was doing like something on inclusivity. And it had a woman out there get ready to wrestle all. It was 2 dudes and a girl, and he's getting to wrestle them until he was interrupted by Diamond Line. Which Malcolm Bivens is just a gem in itself. Protect Malcolm Bivens at all costs. Braun Breaker is the future. Wherever he goes, whether it be the main roster or he eventually leaves and goes to AEW or wherever he goes, Braun Breaker's the future. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Cora Jade as well.
Saw that. Oh, shout out to Grayson Waller for doing that Mamba splash off the top of the cage.
So I was like, I know he didn't do a Mamba splash. Because I think that was made popular by TJP.
Yeah, TJP would do it. Which I think it looks dope every time.
Yeah.
Because of the air time on it. You know, like everybody who does that, it was like RVD doing the 5-star frog splash. You don't know why he gets the insane amount of air he does, but he gets it.
Yeah. But that's all I got, though. I gotta get ready to get out of here.
All right.
I gotta hit Jolliffe.
I'm gonna keep watching Arc. Wait, why are you going to Jolliffe?
Told you, band concert.
Oh, right. By the way, you still didn't break that again. You kind of did it for the boys basketball team, but what was that? Western Branch or Jolliffe?
Oh no, this was back in Suffolk. This is my school.
Wait, what school are you at anyway?
I'll tell you. I don't need the whole world know where I'm at.
That's fair. That's fair because that score was really confusing. It really was not making any sense.
Well, when you airball, turnover, get blocked, airball, repeat, it kind of adds up to a goose egg. It was quite interesting to watch.
I can't imagine being the coach watching that. That had to be frustrating.
Oh, I watched as they left, and it wasn't very happy.
Crying or like
no, just the disappointed, masked up face.
Oh.
But I'm at the point now where I can kind of understand eye movements and working with people who have masks on their face has taught me how to read eyes more. I must say. But that's all I got.
Okay.
With that being said, for one more time for the road.
Enough from the clown.
Did it go all the way through?
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said,
yeah.
Peace, love, and Pop Tarts.
And happy birthday, John Moxley. We miss you.
Happy birthday, everybody. Everybody, happy birthday.
Yeah.